Nice to be together to start counting the Omer. This is the first time we're doing this from Way In, so let's begin with the Shakiano before we go any further. So really, thanks everybody for being together tonight. We've got like 17, 18, 19 people on the call, on the Zoom call, and it's awesome. So let's begin together with the Shakiano for having this opportunity to count the Omer together wherever we are here, wherever we are. So let's take a breath. Give thanks for the second day that was, and let's say a Shehakianu as we begin this Zoom experience together. Baruch atah Yah Eloheinu melech olam shehakianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Blessed is the mystery that flows through all the worlds and gives us life, lifts us up, and brings us to this very moment, the end of the second day of the Omer. So, how cool it is we get to count together. We begin in the week of Chesed. Always, we begin in the week of Chesed in this place of absolute expanse. We go out of the narrow, tight place of Mitzrayim into the expanse of Chesed, into the expanse of abundant love, generosity, compassion, and goodness. And we think, it's so easy, let's just go. But of course, this is a very tender place. We begin the Omer in a very tender place, in a place that is, our hearts are tender, places of vulnerability, really with this sense of the beauty of the world and also the fragility of the world. And so we get called out of the narrow place into Chesed. And it's a time to really hold ourselves and each other with tenderness and care, to do our best, to really do our best to respond to all that arises in the mind and all that we interact with each day with tenderness and care. And to notice, to move slowly enough to notice those moments, those thoughts or those interactions or those experiences that, cause us to constrict. And also to really take notice of those moments, experiences, interactions, sights that help us take a deep breath and relax. And so we begin the counting in Chesed, and we're really right at the beginning. And I know that for myself, it takes a little while to get into the rhythm of the Omer. I'm excited about it. I'm ready for it. And at the same time, it's like, not sure exactly what this year is going to bring and what this Omer is about, 5779. And so we begin this first week really focusing on the counting and beginning to align ourselves with the practice of counting. And to do that, it's helpful to have, know that, we usually count, at a particular time each evening. Maybe it's after dinner, before we go to sleep, just to do it at the same time reinforces the practice. And to also know that the counting in and of itself is the practice. Yes, it's great to think about the spiritual qualities of each day and the overlay, and it's awesome and wonderful. And the practice of counting itself, this first week, we really align with the practice of counting itself. And to feel the power of the commitment to practice counting each day for 49 days. To do that for 49 days is transforming in and of itself. Why count, right? Why count each day? We count each day to notice the passage of time, to really be present in the passage of time. And we count each day to practice letting go. To practice letting go. I know for myself, right? I'm so into this day. Oh my God, I love this Sefirot. At the end of the day, I have to let go of it. I have to let go of it and go into the next day. And the counting is a practice that helps me practice letting go with grace. And we count each evening because we have something to count on. As everything moves and changes and becomes something else, we count each day to have this sense that there is something to count on. So, this week of Chesed, let's take a deep breath. Invite in the awareness of the love that pervades the universe. The love that pervades the universe when we see it and know it and feel it. the love that pervades the universe when it's hidden from us. Let's take a breath and acknowledge the generosity that we receive and the generosity that is bestowed towards us. And let us take a breath, feeling the loving kindness that we can perceive in the trees and the birds and the sky and the ocean, the rivers and the valleys. The loving kindness that really is in the fabric of creation. And again, sometimes it's hidden. And this week of Chesed asks us with gentleness and with grace to notice the loving kindness within we exist, and to raise up the loving kindness through our words and our deeds. And again, it's a time to be gentle and tender with our fragile, vulnerable hearts and with each other's fragile, vulnerable hearts. It's a time to notice what causes us to constrict and what opens us, what helps us love. And it's time to practice receiving the love and the generosity that's around us. And practice letting this love and generosity come through us into the world. So let's give thanks for the week of Chesed. Thanks for these first 2 days of the Omer. And let's count together. So I'm going to stand up. I'm going to kind of lift this computer up and get myself standing here. Okay. Invite you to stand wherever you are. Get into a standing posture to count the Omer. How cool is this? All right. So let's get ourselves in a upright and aligned posture. Feeling our feet on the ground. Shoulders back, so especially today, the heart space is open. Palms out. And before we count, let's take 3 calm, even deep breaths. Drawing up energy of the earth. Feeling the mystery flow through us. And again, with thanks to the day that was, we get ready to turn to the day that will be. Here we are, ready, able, and willing to count the Omer in order to unify the name Yud He Vav He in love and in awe, in order to unify all the worlds that within and without are being. May the pleasantness of God be upon us, and may the work of our hands bring through godliness. And let's say the bracha together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, sher krishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. Hayom shlosha yamim la'omer. Today is the 3rd day of the Omer. Ribono shel olam, mystery of all. You called us to count the Omer in order to cleanse, heal, and purify ourselves and all creation. And the merit of the Omer that we counted today, may there be cleansed, healed, and purified everything that's in the realm of Tiferet, Sheba Chesed. And through this, may Shefa, may abundant blessing flow through all the worlds, bringing blessing and healing and love on every level of the Nefesh, Ruach, and Neshama, every soul level that exists within us, and every soul level that exists within all creation. And may this happen in the holiness of the Elyon, of the Most High. Amen. Selah. So we welcome the 3rd day of the Omer, Tiferet, Sheba Chesed, beauty and truth and harmony within love. So today, Likvod, in honor of this day, let us really notice the beauty. Let us notice the beauty that we are. Let us be bold enough to notice that we have beautiful energy and bring forth beauty into the world. And let us notice the beauty of creation. Let us really notice the beauty of creation and stop long enough to feel love for creation, to feel love for the trees, to feel love for the cardinal that goes by, the robin, to feel love for the flowers, the blossoms that are coming forth, to feel love for the water and the sky. Let us feel love for the beauty, and let this love that we feel break open our hearts. Let it break open our hearts, and sometimes as it breaks open our hearts, there's sadness there as well as joy. Let the beauty inspire us to love. And may this love help us be in any sadness that arises. As we go into this third day of the Omer, let us give thanks for the beauty. Let us notice the blessings. And when and if we're having a hard time doing that, let us be kind and gentle to ourselves, knowing that this is a vulnerable time for all. And let us bring our beauty into the world to shine for love and goodness for all beings. Amen. Amen. So happy third day of the Omer. Really cool to do this with everybody. Really sending love and blessings all over. And see you here next week, next Monday. And if you have some suggestions or anything you want to say about the Zoom experience, we'd love to hear it. You could send it to us at info@wayin.org. That way we get to, hear what it's been for you. So, hey, blessings and love. Thank you so much for being part of this. Amen.